As you might expect in a time of popping asset bubbles, house flippers are getting burned. Fed Chairman Jerome Powell has finally admitted what all of us have known for a long time. Specifically, U.S. home prices are in the midst of a major correction or even a collapse. Institutional home buyers bought houses over the past few years as if they were going out of style. That included iBuyers like Zillow, Redfin, Opendoor, and OfferPad. It also included small-time investors and home flippers. But now, the tide has turned, mostly due to quickly rising interest rates. General sentiment about house prices has been thrown into reverse. And all of these buyers who rushed in are now exiting just as fast. The U.S. housing market is seeming like a speculative bubble once again. Will this be the same as in 2008? The pandemic created distortions in the U.S. economy. Many people could work from home. So many people moved from coastal cities to mountain cities in the western U.S. These pandemic-era boomtowns and cities then attracted speculators. Then quickly rising interest rates caused a sudden turn in investor sentiment. And now the bubble is popping. Home builder confidence is collapsing. iBuyers, investors, and home flippers are rushing to the exits trying to sell as fast as possible. Pandemic-era boomtowns are going to be particularly hard hit. Zillow, Redfin, and Opendoor and other iBuyers are selling off their real estate portfolios as fast as they can. Prospective buyers are backing away from the market because they think prices have a lot further to fall. What does this mean for the real estate industry? What does this mean for the future of the economy? And, what does it mean for the future of the United States? But, before we get into that, please press the like button and leave us a comment below. Please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos. House prices are falling across the United States. Institutional investors snapped up properties during a stimulus-fueled frenzy. And they are now unloading their properties in a hurry. For these investors, profit margins have crashed. That cuts across both median-priced single-family homes and condo sales. U.S. home prices have declined for the first time in nearly 3 years. This according to the recently released 2022 U.S. Home Sales Report by ATTOM. ATTOM is a trusted source for comprehensive, nationwide real estate data. It covers 99% of the U.S. population. It provides analytics-ready data for real-world applications. Meanwhile, Redfin shut down its institutional home buying. And it is selling off its portfolio of homes as quickly as possible. Redfin CEO Glenn Kelman says that the company is cutting prices by 5% every week that a home sits on the market. The average monthly rent in the United States surpassed $2,000 according to Redfin. ATTOM found that institutional investors in U.S. housing properties account for 6.7% of home purchases. That is 1 in every 15 single-family home purchases in the third quarter. The U.S. states having the largest percentage of sales to institutional investors in the third quarter were Arizona with 14.3%, Georgia with 12.7%, Tennessee with 10.7%, Nevada with 10.6%, North Carolina with 10.2%. States with the lowest percentage of sales to institutional investors in the third quarter were Hawaii with 1.9%, Rhode Island with 2.1%, Maine with 2.1%, New Hampshire with 2.3%, Louisiana with 2.5%, while some institutional investors were buying homes in the third quarter. Astonishingly, Opendoor reported having more than 2,000 houses in the purchase process at the end of Q3. But most investors selling properties. Most of the activity is in large metropolitan areas. Specifically, those with a population of 200,000. Or cities with more than 50 or more home sales in the third quarter. These are the areas with largest share of institutional investors selling properties. The list included Metropolitan Memphis, including Tennessee, Mississippi and Arkansas with 19.7%. Jacksonville, Florida with 18.3%. Macon, Georgia with 17.6%. Atlanta, Sandy Springs, Roswell, Georgia with 16.8%. Metro Clarksville, including Tennessee and Kentucky with 16.7%. Charlotte, Concord, Gastonia in North Carolina and South Carolina with 16.4%. Lakeland, Winter Haven, Florida with 15.8%. Phoenix, Mesa, Scottsdale, Arizona with 15.4%. Indianapolis Carmel Anderson, Indiana with 15.1%. Many factors are contributing to the national home unaffordability. Institutional investors and private companies having bought many homes. The original investment thesis was to rent out the units or flip to sell for higher prices. This has made homes unaffordable for first-time homeowners. And it has challenged and limited their ability to build wealth. Institutional investors have been attracted to single-family rentals. And, within the past 3 years, investors are buying complete build-to-rent communities. That is because skyrocketing housing prices fuel strong demand for rental property. Institutional investors invested $45 billion in this segment in 2021. Rent has grown by 14.7% for single-family homes as compared to November 2021. And the national average occupancy increased to 95% by the third quarter, said Arbor Realty Trust. We expect more institutional investment into single-family and build-to-rent properties because investors have a high demand for resilient assets and have more ways to enter the space, said real estate crowdfunding platform ArborCrowd. Investors are taking a number of different approaches. Acquiring existing portfolios, aggregating scattered sites, and building ground-up, fully amenitized communities. It seems as though we are now witnessing the corporatization of single-family homes. Investors now have the ability to manage single-family homes more efficiently. That is largely due to productivity platforms like Yardi Matrix. But that does not save investors who pay bubble-level prices for their properties. Prices of single-family homes can still fall. That is because individual home buyers are still the vast majority of the market. And that includes many buyers who need to borrow money to purchase a house. So, mortgage rates have an outsized impact on the price of homes. Mortgage rates have doubled since January. That has crushed buyer demand and cratered values in real estate investors' favorite cities. Phoenix, Las Vegas, Jacksonville. It is a stunning reversal of fortune for flippers. They are now stuck with homes to sell and with loans to pay. The U.S. housing slowdown is roiling the real estate industry. This is causing buyers and sellers pull back from the wacky market. iBuyers have basically decided to take losses on quick deals in hopes of avoiding problems before they get worse. Flippers with mortgages need to repay the loans. Rising interest rates make carrying costs much higher. Speculators can drive prices higher very quickly. Conversely, they also accelerate the move downward. For now, flippers are focused on selling their houses, the faster the better. But, the home flipping rate has been falling since Q2 and economic conditions are weakening. Mortgage rates at their highest level in 15 years. Pandemic-era boomtowns where affordability has been strained. Boise, Salt Lake City, Denver, Las Vegas, and even Austin. Flippers can get the housing market moving again by adjusting prices faster. That way, houses might become affordable to buyers. Institutional iBuyers Redfin and Opendoor are also getting burned like traditional flippers, only on a larger scale. 42% of the homes that Opendoor sold in August sold for less than what it paid for them. Opendoor lost money on 76% of its deals in Phoenix. Betting on rising U.S. real estate prices was a winning strategy for at least a decade. And the pandemic boom actually supercharged gains. But, the markets have reversed course and houses are attracting lowball offers. But prices seem to be declining every week as sellers get more desperate and buyers back away. So home sales are declining because lack of affordability is scuppering demand. Home builder sentiment is in a record collapse. Right now, the median price of an existing home in the U.S. is $389,500, which is still pretty high. That means, prices still have further to fall. Nearly 25% of new home prices are discounted. The United States economy now teeters on the brink of recession. Despite all of the publicity about a housing market crash, home prices are still higher than a year ago. Experts predict that house prices could fall by up to 25% over the next few months. But, what do you think? Please press the like button and leave us a comment below. Please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos. Please share this video on social media. Thank you for watching.